All right, we're going to pick up with number 33 on page 131 of this SAT 2 Math 2 exam. So this one is, we're looking for the period of a trig function. So I'm going to do this by graphing. So doc4 and then a graph. And the function is 2 tangent of 3 times pi. So I'm typing pi, but there's a pi button right there. I'm typing it because it's faster actually on the keypad or on the keyboard, I should say, to just type it. X and then plus 4. So, holy cow. It's very small. So what I'm going to do here is change my window. Menu 4, and then I am going to zoom box really tiny here, like this. Okay, so I'm looking for the period of this function. So to find the period, what I can do is, if I just find consecutive zeros and subtract them, so analyze graph 0, let's go with this one, and then I'm going to repeat that, so menu 6, 0, repeat it there. Okay, so that's consecutive zeros, and then what I want to do, I'm actually going to store them. So what I'll do is I'll click once on that, and then control and the var key to store. I'm going to store that as B, and then here, click once, control var, store that as A. I'm going to insert a new page, but I'm not inserting a new problem because I actually want A and B available. If I do B minus A, that should be the period. So that's 1/3, and that's option D. So I would pick option D. So that's how I would do that problem. You can also just do the trig. I mean, it's easy to remember how to find domains and ranges and things like that, but your calculator can do it for you. So if you get really fast, I recommend you do it. Let's insert a new problem. And we are going to move to number 37. So number 37 on page 133. And it is, I need to solve between 0 and pi over 2, sine of x equals 3 cosine of x. So I can do that two ways. I can solve menu, so solve sine of x equals 3 cosine of x for x, but then I only want x to be between 0 and 2 pi, so I'm going to do control and then such that 0 is less than x is, less than or equal to pi over 2. Let's see what mode I'm in. I'm in radian mode, so this will work. So I want a decimal from the answer choices, so control enter, and I get 1.249. So that would be option E. So that's what I would go with. A second way of doing this is if I insert a graph page, and I graph sine of x, and I graph 3 cosine of x. Then I'm going to change my window, so that's menu for window settings. I just want to go from 0 to pi over 2. And then what I can do is find the intersection. So menu, analyze graph, intersection, go to the left, to the right, I get 1.249 again. So it's obviously it's still going to be the same answer, answer E. Let's take a look at another calculator question. So this is number 38. So insert a new problem, and go menu. So I like to comment on what I'm doing. You definitely would not be doing this during the SAT because that's a giant waste of time. But this is so you can see what's happening. So it's going to be number 38, and we're given that f of x is equal to 5 radical 2x. So f of x and then is equal to 5 and then square root of 2x. And you have a square root key. It's above x squared. It's just faster for me to type that way. And I want to find f inverse of 10. So I have a couple of options for that. The one that I'm going to use is menu 3.1. I'm going to solve where f of x equals 10, right? Because if I want f inverse of 10, I'm trying to figure out where does f of x equal 10. So let's do that. And I get x equals 2, which is option C. A second option might be to try this. So see if the calculator can actually find the inverse. So if I do this, and then I get that, take this, and do such that, which is control, and then equals, and then go one to the left, such that x equals 10, I get 2. So either way, I'm going to get 2. The answer is 2. which is what I was looking for. The next one is number 39 that I'm going to do. And this one, you probably would not do the way that I'm going to do it. But it's number 39. I'm going to add a list and spreadsheet. And up here, what I'm going to do is I'll press menu and generate sequence. So data and then generate sequence. So it's about the Fibonacci sequence. And this is telling you that to find a new term, so on the test it says a sub n, but we have to use u. So it's going to be u of n minus 1 plus u of n minus 2. And then it has these two initial terms. And then I'm only going to go up to 10 because that's what I need to find is the 10th term. So I'm going to press OK. And if I scroll down, you can see it's actually, what it's doing is it's just taking these two terms, adding them together to get this, these two terms, adding them together to get this, whatever. It's doing what it said to do. And you can see from that you're going to get 55. So that's one way to do it. It's nice to know how to do that, but certainly not mandatory because if you watch the video where I did it by hand, it's plenty easy. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video here, and I hope you found this helpful. Good luck.